they're gonna beat us. But as long as we stay in this game and without injuries and keep, the momentum going, maybe learning the playbook a little bit more, going to the next game. Like I told you a few weeks ago, I think we can play the spoiler.
We're gonna grow up together, bro. And that's gonna be the thing for these other teams that they're bringing in all these people, and they're not really mended together. You know what I mean? With all these kids, they're all gonna grow up. They're all gonna, hey man, that's my brother right there. We've been playing for 4 years. After that 4-year point, these guys are gonna be unstoppable together, bro. You know what I mean? You got Solomon and Defoe next to each other. Those guys are gonna be unstoppable, bro.
Are you listening?
Niners! Ronbo Sports, representing the Niner Empire organization worldwide, inviting you to join us, fam. Just go to ninerempire.com and check out for more details and information on how you can do that. And let me immediately tell you, thank you for allowing me to get all up in your grill talking 49ers football, which is not the most popular subject right now, even amongst good 49er fans. What is everybody angry about? Yeah. Fam? You in there? What are you doing standing in the dark? Come on now, it ain't all that bad. How about some excuses? I got plenty of excuses. One thing I've always got is excuses, right? Let us start with C.J. Beathard. We're switching over from Brian Hoyer to C.J. Beathard. The team is going to need a little while to get in sync and get into continuity and get into rhythm with CJ, all right? That'll be fixed, and I imagine within maybe another couple of weeks. I ain't gonna say nothing about this week. I hope it's a good game. But CJ's going to come along. He's a brilliant kid. He's tough as he can be. The defensive line. Oh, the defensive line. We got no pass rush. I need one now. Listen, the defensive line, though, you think about all the guys that are missing right now. You got Eric Armstead. You got Tank Carradine. Oh, Bowman left us. And Aaron Lynch is trying to heal up all the time. He's trying to heal up now. There's a lot of bodies missing. But roster moves have been made. Of course, Logan Paulson was the first guy to say goodbye to. They keep him on speed dial. They'll call him back a little later on to fill up a void. There's another guy that's been brought in. Oh, by the way, Leon Hall is back as well. Yeah, Leon Hall's back. You're sitting there applauding. Hey, it doesn't mean Rashard is going to be sat down permanently. Rashard needs to learn. He's going to be out there still. But Leon Hall is going to be there with that veteran presence. And I guess if things get really bad and rich, they can just let Leon just stay out there. I don't know what he looks like because I don't know why they kept releasing him to begin with. Okay? And, okay, so there you go. Leon Hall's back. And also, we picked up a guy named Dayton Jones. Find him very intriguing. Dayton Jones is, now I don't know. I looked at him, I said 27 years old, 6'5", 288 pounds. Why would this individual be running around available? The Green Bay Packers picked him up back in 2013. He was a first-round draft pick. I got excited right away. I said, wait a minute, why is he free? So I went and checked out clips on him. When he was with Green Bay, Dayton looked good to me. I guess maybe Green Bay had some other people coming in and they just maybe beat him out. Dayton is fast, he's aggressive. And what I really enjoyed on them clips, they showed clips of him going after Russell Wilson. He's fast. He was exploding through the line of scrimmage, grabbing Russ. What? So I've already got it figured out right now. I got him. I got Solomon Thomas, DeForest Buckner, Earl Mitchell is my front four. I got to figure out, I just so wicked mad. I like this guy. I hope he plays this weekend. He's not going to play or not because he just got there. And they're probably going to, go back and forth with Leger Duzable and Tony McDaniel. So you know what? I kind of like what I'm seeing. He kind of reminds you of somebody you may know that he may remind you of. When you check out clips, check him out, Dayton Jones. Check out his clips. He'll remind you a lot of Ronnie Blair. Just a taller version because Dayton goes 6'5". I think Blair goes about 6'3". So you got two guys that are really quick. And that's what matters when you're a lineman, quickness. You don't need to be fast, but just be quick and on them people before they even know it. So I'm feeling good about that, all right? Hey, Kyle, Juice is back. And you know what that means? Carlos Hyde will improve. Along with everything else that Juice brings to the table, he has his best games behind Juice. And here's one thing, though. There's another scary stat. I mean, the Eagles are one of the best teams against the run in the NFL. They gave up 67 yards, and that's the best they can give a team as far as running. So I'm a little worried about that, but listen. Here's another fact, though. Cardinals High seems to not be impressed with teams that are supposedly good against the run. And I mention that because the fact is, who is it that got back-to-back 100-yard games against the Seahawks? Yes, it was hard. So who are the Eagles? So he's got juice in tow with him coming up this Sunday? I like Hyde on this. You know what? To be honest, I was scared of the Eagles. I was scared of this game. To be honest, I was scared of this game. I'm still a little afraid of this game, but I will not count the 49ers out. You know what? I want to talk to you about this right now and get your feelings on this and other matters. Let's go check out and see what the 49ers going on with you. Niner fam. Yeah, I know. You know what? You don't feel like you want to talk about no football today and what's up with the 49ers and what happened, man. We can't win no ball game. Ronbo, you told us we was going to win today. Let me apologize for that first. Raymond and I are going to talk about that right now, okay? Raymond, what's up?
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, Ronbo?
Things would be a lot better, man, if I could stop telling people we going to win. Raymond, I said the Cowboys, man, they ain't looked that good all year long. I just knew we was going to win that game.
You've been right. You've been right. They ain't been looking good all year long until they run up on the Niners.
It don't make no sense.
We got to do something about that secondary, man.
Badly, man. And you know what, Ray? I'll let you get into that secondary because my question was, Raymond, we got all kinds of problems. Run me down a list of things that are bothering you and what can be done about it.
Number one is the secondary. The secondary. Rashard Robinson, I'm tired of him. Every time you got the camera on him, he got his hands up in the air like, what did I do? I mean, you've been holding man all the way down the field. You try to figure out what you did. Pass interference is what you did every play. Then on the other side, you got a Dante Johnson. He's an idiot too. He messes up. We got to address this secondary. That has to be addressed ASAP. And we got $100 and something million cap space. They need to get a secondary. And then, ASAP. And I got another little problem. It's just a little pet peeve of mine. We got Victor Bolden on the roster, and I don't know why. They keep Trent Taylor fumble the punt. Right after we shut him down, maybe the defense would have get hyped up. You know, we was about to get the ball, and he just fumbles the punt. I mean, he's a slot receiver. Why do we keep Victor Bolden for? I'm lost with that one.
I agree with that because you know what? Everybody's been asking the same question. I want to see Victor Bolden on wide receiver. I mean, every now and then I said, you know what? We had a lot of guys dropping the ball. Can we take a look at Victor Bolden? And first of all, if Victor Bolden gets the ball, it's going to be a problem. No matter where you give him the ball, it's going to be a problem.
Exactly.
You know, you mentioned, and let's get back into that segment, you mentioned we need a secondary player because what we need is a number one. Rashard might be able to still handle number two. All right. Ask Wardy real quick. Who would he, if he had to draft right now to bring us in a secondary player, who would he grab?
Hey, Wardy, who would you draft right now, a secondary player right now?
Because, you know, every year you always
thinking. It's kind of difficult. He said it's kind of difficult right now.
All right, okay, we wait till later. Because you know what? Every year everybody sees the quarterback they want. And Sam Darnold and John Rosen, I believe their stock is falling. Huh? What do you say?
He said nobody's really separated.
Yeah, see, that's we got to wait till it's too early in the season. But every year, see, now all of a sudden, Rosen and Darnold out here in Southern Cal, now everybody's not hollering and screaming like they were last year. See, because quarterback stock fall between one season to another. I figure it's going to be the same thing with like positional groups like secondary people. Last year, you had a few people, especially safeties, that you knew good and well it was going to be all right. But yeah, you're right. We're going to have to wait later on that. All right. So
right. Then you got people like the Broncos. They get Chris Harris undrafted, and we can't get nobody.
No.
We can't get nobody.
You got to be lucky on that stuff, man. It's crazy.
It ain't so much as that. It's so much as that the talent that these star athletes that show up turn out to be nothing. It's the ones that's come from lower schools that prove to be better talent than these ones coming from. Because if you look at it, Alabama, they make talent in college football, but it don't produce in the NFL.
And I got a feeling
we got Reuben.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah.
It still goes to show though. But the the hungry ones.
Yeah.
Is coming from smaller schools.
Yeah, the hungry ones coming from smaller schools. They the ones that don't get a chance.
That's why I'm still. That's why I'm still.
When they get a chance, that's when they become.
That's why I'm still hurt about Lorenzo Jerome. But that's another story. Yeah, Raymond, give me an evaluation, man, on C.J. Beathard, man, because
Well, first off, Ronbo, to keep it fair and honest, we had a lot of games to evaluate Brian Hoyer garbageness. Yeah. So I don't give up on C.J. Beathard right now. No. That game was not his fault. The 49ers stopped him. And, it was 0-0. We made him punt. Then they get the ball 7-0. C.J. Beathard come on the field. Three quick plays. We punt. The Cowboys go right down the field because of that garbage secondary. And next thing you know, it's 14-0. C.J. Beathard coming in there behind the 8 ball. He doesn't have any help with the defense. A quarterback is only good as the weakest link, which is the defense and his offensive line. Joe Staley out there looking a little slow. He doesn't have any blocking. It's the same problems that were there when Kaepernick was there, but they kept saying Kaepernick was regressing. So I hope C.J. Beathard don't go into that when obviously it's his line. Yeah. His line. We had Michael Potty. They let Michael Potty walk. I mean, we translate all our good players for to keep the money and know we have no wins. We get rid of all our good players. We have a lot of money and no wins.
And that offensive line. Raymond, I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
You can't fix an offense. How do you – the draft, I said, you know what, everybody said, we go draft. I even make it. We got to draft the best offensive line in the country in the first round. What worries me about that is offensive linemen, you draft them and they get there and dude is weighing like 350 pounds, all muscle. He ain't got no footwork. I worry about this because apparently in college football nowadays, because I don't really pay attention to the hardcore, but their offensive system does not require an all-star offensive lineman. Now, Notre Dame, apparently, that's in their program, they work the offensive lineman. They know they got skills, they come in, and it translates to the pros. So I'm thinking, should we go franchise on the offensive lineman, or should we really look for the pros, or look for the college to pull one out of college? I'm scared because I said, offensive linemen are very important. So,
Well, I think we need to get somebody who's established itself already. We have all this money. Ronbo, we got all this money. What are we doing with all this money? What are they going to do with it? They just holding it? What are they doing with it? We need to spend this money. We need to get a cornerback. We need to get somebody that's already proven on the offensive line that can help pass protect, help run block, help block. They want to keep screaming Carlos Hyde. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott is running the ball because his offensive line is dominated. It's not because he's all that great. It's because his offensive line making big holes for him to walk through to the second level. And then he becomes great. I guarantee you get Carlos Hyde through to that second level, he will be great too.
I just hope that,
like I told you, bro, we need a center and 2 guards.
We need a center and 2 guards.
Those are the most important positions right now. We can't run until you get those guards and that center right. And the bad thing about it is, as you say, we need to spend the money. I'm worried about who's going to free up a good offensive lineman. If I got a good offensive lineman, he ain't going to walk. I'm going to pay him whatever he wants. That's why I'm worried about the free agency. Who's going to be available? Oh, that's...
Right. That's true too. Hey, somebody they might not want to pay.
Yeah, see that? That's
one of these overloaded teams with all this good high players. They're gonna have to keep some of their players. They might not want to pay. Look at the Denver Broncos. They have a lot of all-stars over there. Can't pay everybody. Somebody gonna get cut.
I'm hoping.
How you feel about Joshua Garnett?
Yeah, and then what about?
I'm worried about him.
Woody man just asked about Joshua Garnett.
I'm worried about him. Because last year I was not impressed. In fact, he messed up quite a few times. They say he was looking a little better this year, but they always say that. See, they said the same thing about our offensive line this year. The coaches don't ever say anything bad about the offensive line. We're a little concerned about if they come out and tell the truth, we're concerned about our offensive line. We're going to be doing our best to see if we can get them in shape, but it's not looking good. Just tell us the truth.
If our best offensive lineman player is Joe Staley and he gets one move to the inside and he gets beat and caught, again, C.J. Beathard driving down the field. We in the red zone. We getting ready to score before half, make it a competitive game. We get the ball at halftime. Joe Staley, what happens? A younger, faster guy outmaneuvers him. Bam, sack, fumble. We lose right there. I believe the 49ers actually gave up. I don't believe we should have got whooped by 40. It looked like they just gave up. Like, man, you know what? Where's my check? Yeah, they just like looking for their check. I'm sure.
I believe he's hurt.
Who?
Joe Staley.
You believe he's hurt? He say he believes Joe Staley
he ain't
hurt.
moving right, man.
Well, either he hurt or he's old.
Well, and that's a bad combination if he's got both going on too.
Right, and we need to do something about. We have to address. My biggest concern right now, though, is that secondary. Ronbo, Des Bryant has been shut down all year, and he comes into San Francisco and showing out. This how Dez Bryant catch.
Yeah.
You know, he been catching like this all year with his ex. He want to throw it to X. This how he catch. He comes to the 49ers. He realized how to catch now. What is up with that? That's why that's crazy. And then they want to put it. I heard you the other day. I watch you a lot. You said CJ threw the ball so much. But the problem was, I understand, Kyle had to throw the ball. We were losing.
Behind,
it's 14-0. 17-21
right out of the game.
We went
right out of the game plan. We got to throw the ball. I'm sure he didn't want to throw the ball that much with CJ. But what can he do when CJ get the ball? It's 4th or 5th play. It's already 14-0.
Raymond, you know what? I'll tell you what. In fact, we're going to Philly. Since we done already covered how bad we're looking. Raymond, we're going to Philly. I'm going to tell you the truth right now, man. Philly is scary, bad, dangerous right now. What are we going to do?
What we gonna do? We gonna keep people from getting hurt. Is what we gonna do. So, because I don't see us. I'm being real. I love the Niners. I don't see it. If they keep playing like this, it's gonna be a long day. You're gonna be frustrated in your face at your place. You're gonna be every 5 minutes. I'm
coming to the Philly game thinking, ain't no point in expecting. I'm saying, you know what? Because I see now, and I think it's something happened like this in this game. Kyle's gonna use it for like teachable moments where he sees his guys on the field. Okay, you see what just happened to you there? This is what went wrong, and this is how you need to react to that. I figure because the Eagles are just flying. They're flying so high right now. I was sitting there cringing. I'm watching Carson Wentz and just carving people up. And also, how bad we got Torrey Smith can't wait until we get there.
Oh my God!
And you mentioned our secondary.
Carson Wentz carving people up so bad, and that secondary of ours looking ridiculous. They need to have some pride, man. They shouldn't even respect that the way they play, man. They should feel bad about even collecting that check. Rashard Robinson is horrible, man. I don't see why he's so. Everybody praises this guy. He keeps getting torched every week. He gets torched every week. He gets torched, and he's supposed to be our number one. Then you got Dante Johnson. It's like that is our weakest area right there. Yeah, Reuben Foster, the running game. The running game gets going because the secondary can't hold up. So Carson Wentz and whatever receivers he has are going to beat us. They're going to beat us. But as long as we stay in this game and without injuries and keep the momentum going, maybe learning the playbook a little bit more, going to the next game. Like I told you a few weeks ago, I think we can play the spoiler this year, like a spoiler to people like the Patriots or somebody. We don't have any aspirations of doing anything this year. That's the bottom line. But we just got to work and build towards next year and look at who we going to get with that money that we got. We got a lot of money. We're going to get a good draft pick. So maybe we can come back strong next year.
Yeah.
And then the Cowboys fans are so delusional, man. It's just crazy, man.
The Cowboys fans, I'm waiting to see them get the feelings hurt. I can't wait because they ain't going nowhere.
What'd you think about Shannon, the cornerback from Green Bay?
Is he going to be available next year?
I think he's available. Is he available? Yeah, he'll be available next year. Yeah.
No, he's available.
No, he's available.
Wait a minute. Sam is the one who had all the concussions, right? He was available.
The fast corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were looking at him at the beginning of the year, but I said, you know what? He's the guy that had all them concussions, as I remember.
Concussion protocol.
Yeah.
Right. Concussion protocol.
That's why.
But it ain't no bit different from Eric Reed.
Yeah, but then he got suspended, though.
He got suspended,
he said.
Yeah, he got suspended for a couple games, but he's still available.
He's still available. You got Darrell Reeves out there. I'm sure Darrell Reeves is old, but I bet you he can't do no worse than these guys do. He ain't no worse than what we got.
Everybody's talking about Reeves.
Right.
Okay, and you mentioned Sam Shields, and we just told Leon Hall goodbye. So I don't really know what's going on with the 49ers as far as the secondary goes. And I think they still, you mentioned that, I think they still believe.
Because bottom line, the cornerbacks we got right now, they ain't even Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah, Antonio
Bring him out of
Cromartie.
retirement. Say, man, you guys are retired, man. Unretired. We're going to pay you and come in here and save us. The 49ers.
We need somebody.
I got a feeling. Their feeling on that is.
I'd rather be getting burnt by an old Antonio Cromartie or old Darrell Reeves than
the young Rashard Robinson. His hands are like this. What do I do? It was me. Yeah.
You know what you do? You do a great Rashard Robinson. Guys, we got to go. But listen, I'm going to save that shot, man. You said, hey, guys, this has been hilarious. We got to do this again more often, man. But Raymond,
No, that's fine, man. I'm right here for you, Ronbo. I appreciate that you give us this opportunity, man. I just thought, we over here in the East Coast, and they always ask me all the time, what you doing like in the 49ers? And I say, that's why I like the 49ers, because we a Super Bowl team. You don't understand. We've been doing this since I was a little kid. When I first started watching football, the 49ers was in the Super Bowl against the Bengals.
There you go, man. And let's go come right back to that, because you know what? We got the right guys in place now with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. It's a little crazy right now, but I know they know what they're doing, because these are football guys. And I know they're going to get it straight in a minute.
I mean, I'm going to watch every week. We're going to watch every week. We're going to stand by our team, and it's sickening every time I see them lose. And I know they're going to lose, and I just sit there and I just watch it because I love them.
No,
but maybe we're going to pull it out.
No, I don't know they're going to lose.
Look at Wardy say, I hear you, Wardy.
He don't know they're going to lose.
Hey.
He said, I hear you, Wardy.
Get ready to it.
Yeah.
That's Wardy man right there. What's up, Wardy?
Wardy.
Yeah. We ain't never going to lose if you ask me.
You know what we're going to do? We're about to take a tour of the man cave. But listen, before we go, right now, right where you at right now, 3, 2, 1. Give me that holler because we just scored a touchdown. It's the winning touchdown, Raymond. What we gonna do? 3, 2.
That's that horn. You hear that horn? We got to score though, man. Man, look. First you walk in, you see the biggest Patrick Willis fan head. Then you look around the head, you in heaven and here where I'm looking at all the 49 stuff everywhere.
That is set up.
You see this? Look, we got the 49 greats on the wall over here.
Man.
We got the boxing glove. You got Muhammad Ali in here.
Yeah.
49 couch. You see the couch and everything.
Continuing with Joe. Because everybody wants to talk about the 49ers, the old Niner Empire. We're all upset. Joe is cool and calm. But Joe, what's up, man?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Joe, where are you, man?
I'm out here in Tucson, Arizona, man.
Yeah.
5-2-0.
Joe, it's about to get better, man. But you know what? I got to ask you, man. We lost the defensive plan. I'm trying to understand. We lost Bowman. Okay, everybody knows. Because Stala was saying the other day, I was reading it, Stala saying, like, we have been preparing for this man in Texas that they call Zeke Elliott. And I says, so I guess Bo missing, because I don't know when they started preparing. So I guess Bo missing, Eric Armstead, and maybe Tank Carradine. I don't know how long they've been preparing for him. I'm thinking maybe since the beginning of the season. And, Aaron Lynch. I'm trying to understand, why did Zeke run all over us yesterday then? And I mean, in this game, what was it?
I was sitting there. I'm watching the game, and we've been stopping the run. We've been allowing 3.2 a run, a carry, and so I'm going into this game confident, man. I'm like, you know what? Their main firepower is going to be Zeke. He's going to be. We got the Ferrari out there today. We're going to be shining him up real nice, and we're letting him sit in the garage. We're going to pull him out today, and then He looked like he was still favoring the leg yesterday, Reuben.
Yeah.
He was walking a little timid for my liking.
Yeah.
So and I noticed that,
Yeah.
But I like that he was trying to be strong with his brothers out there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it kind of did hurt us a little bit. I don't know why we kept throwing the screen. I have no idea why we kept throwing the damn screen. Every time we did it, we lost 10 yards, 20 yards. You know what I mean? And they were throwing it, and they're going all the way down the field. You know what I mean?
That's what made me so mad. It's just they did it, and it worked.
Every time, bro. Every damn time. Every team we've played this year, they throw the screen. They're going down the field, bro. Every single time. And and that always, that's either poor tackling by the CBs or linebackers just not getting out there, not seeing it early enough. And we've seen a lot of that yesterday. And dude, we got stomped out, man. It's just
there's no other way to put it. We got
and I was we've all been going to bed heartbroken, you know what I mean, these Sundays, but I was just I felt like I got cheated on or something,
You told us at least go compete, right? Even if we lose by our stupid 3 points, at least we're gonna compete. We didn't even compete.
Exactly.
We got blown off the field by the Cowboys.
Yeah, man, those guys embarrassed us yesterday, bro. I was just like I said, man, I felt like I got cheated on. My heart was broken when I went to bed. I went to bed last night, man. But moving forward with we do have some positives that I have seen. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what the offensive line was doing yesterday.
And nobody else does either. They didn't even know.
Man, there was 4 or 5 people coming off that Dallas line, and by the time that play was over, every 5 of those people were around CJ. You know what I mean? Every one of those guys was wrapped around CJ's neck. And, you know, it looked bad. Like, it looked like CJ had a bad game. But in all actuality, in my opinion, you can't – every quarterback – Aaron Rodgers would have had a bad day yesterday.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Tom Brady would have had a bad day yesterday.
True.
You know what I mean? And we got to – man, we just – someone's got to step up, Ronbo.
Hey.
Somebody is going to –
And Joe,
someone has to step up.
And please, and the thing, Joseph, how about, and we've seen this every week since the season started, what's going on with the defensive rush? I got my tight end over here. I got my running back over here. Did you see Garrett Selleck? Was that Carlos? Garrett Selleck and Carlos. Cowboys defense ran right by him and went in and killed CJ.
Oh,
I said, what do we?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
I said,
Carlos went out a little too early. He went a little too far to the left. I mean, too inside also. That guy just went right around him and nailed CJ, bro. I was like, oh, dude, it was just a letdown, man. So bad yesterday. And I was like watching some of the Cowboys games, you know what I mean, during the season. And, you know, I seen them, their pass rush isn't horrible. You know what I mean? It's not.
But we made them look like all-stars.
But
we made them look like one of the best pass.
They look like.
Yes.
They look like one of the best pass rushing teams in the league yesterday, bro.
We got to.
And, you know, like, one of the big things was I was hoping we didn't let Ezekiel Elliott be a god. And yesterday he was
a god.
Zeke the god. You know what I mean? It was just, oh, wow, man.
I tell you, and that's why.
Painful.
And this is why I said I thought we were prepared for Zeke. And everybody knew Zeke would be the point of, I mean, if you stop Zeke, you stop the Cowboys. And that was true yesterday. Had we stopped Zeke,
that's it.
Their wide receivers, even though our secondary is awful as far as that goes, if we had any kind of a pass rush, if we stopped Zeke, that's only 2 things we had to be concerned about. And we win the game. Because like you said, it wasn't about, I mean, CJ was doing all right. He didn't have anybody to help him, you know? In fact, is CJ gonna be? Is he a franchise quarterback? Are we gonna keep him? Or are you thinking about drafting somebody next year? What are you gonna do?
You know, I got to see a couple more.
Too early, huh?
Let's see a couple more. You know, after the Eagles, yeah. Let's see, because the Eagles are gonna come in and those guys are gonna.
Oh,
it might even be worse. I mean, I don't know if it can be worse.
That's what I was gonna ask you next.
You know,
do we have a chance? I mean, what are we gonna do with the Eagles? Are we going to snap out of it all of a sudden and look like we can play really good football, like we learned something during the course of the week? Or we come in and play the same football we played last week?
Dude, them Eagles, eye-opener, bro. You know, we have been close in all the games, so it's always, you kind of have that heart still. Like, you know what, we're good. But after a game like last night, you know, it's really hard to bounce back from something like that. So I don't know if we're going to bounce back this game, man. But I'm thinking after, yeah, I'm thinking after this one, we might get on a good little roll here.
You know what's so funny, Joseph, because you say that, and when we come back, we're playing the Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals, and AP can't help them, man. And they've lost Carson Palmer to a broken arm. It's like, if we don't win that game, they may have to close Levi Stadium. I mean, the fans are not going to accept losing to a Cardinals that weren't that good in the first place, because all they're going to do from this point on is run AP. That's all they're going to do the rest of the season. You stop AP, and the Cardinals have no business beating you. Because, you know, Stanton is just not, he ain't all that. I mean, you know.
He has beat us before, though.
I know. 2 years ago, didn't he?
Yes, he did. So
but we got a different team now, Joe. Man. We have a different team. We have a little better.
Exactly.
I was going to say we have a better defense. I'm not sure if I can even say that. Our defense looked good at the beginning of the season, but we've fallen back a little bit. We need some people to come back.
Well, I think last year, if it wasn't last year, it was the year before, our CBs were rated 12th in the league, man.
That's right.
Yeah, we were 12th in the league.
Antoine Rufea,
this
Culver.
year, we're looking more like 31st. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
you're
Chris
right.
Culver, we had, yeah, man, and that's where you go. That's where Trent Bulk hooked us up again. You know, get rid of all of our damn CBs. Now we're stuck with Rashard over here holding everybody. And well, you know, he's all right. He's been doing all right. You know, I'm not gonna rip Dante. Yesterday he did all right, but Rashard though, man, that boy, I don't know, man. I mean, I love the dog in the guy, man, but that holding dude, he's gonna have to figure another way because that is just killing us, bro. Killing us especially on third down, bro. I mean, it's like.
Oh, we're all saying the same thing about Shard, man.
And you know what? I love
Same
Sean.
here.
I mean,
That's why I can't.
You know, last year, bro, he was the gem, man. He was the one that was, you know, even though we were losing, we were looking like we got somebody here. You know what I mean? We got that player of the future. And geez, you know, I still want to hang in there with the guy, but I mean, he needs to be more technically sound. He doesn't have to hold on to everybody like that. You know what I mean? Like, he just, I don't know, man. It's just, it's frustrating. But at the same time, I love my Niners, bro. I'm not gonna jump ship. You know what I mean? I'll be here to the last game, bro.
You and me, man.
At the same time,
you and me. I guarantee you. You know what? It's gonna get better too. So, you know what? This is that quiet before the storm. I got a feeling. It's some of the greatest 49er teams of all time started out looking like this. Even Harbaugh. What did we look like before Harbaugh got into town? In the way back to dynasties before that, it's something you got to go through. You got to suffer in order to get the good stuff. So we're suffering. We're doing it now, and we're still, 49er fans, we're still looking, we're still smiling. We got this. We got this. So we go through this, and in a minute, I got a feeling it's going to start as early as toward the end of the season. When the 49ers really do get the program, because like you were talking about earlier, we run the screen, it doesn't work. We do this, it doesn't work. A lot of these things are going to start to work. 49ers are still learning. The education is still, it's going on. And I got a feeling things are going to straighten up. Look for us to be like the last 5 or 6 games. All of a sudden we're going to be saying, hey, get some momentum going into next year. I still feel that's going to happen. Sir. I got a feeling.
Yeah. Well, even Tony Dungy's out there putting it out there. You know what I mean? As an analyst, your word has to, your foresight has to be, that's your bread and butter. You know what I mean? So, if he's laying his reputation on the line to say, hey man, something about to turn in San Francisco, I believe him. Tony Dungy's a coach. That's a good coach there. You know what I mean? And everybody can see it. It's right there, Ronbo. And then like after a game like yesterday, all these, Niners are nothing again. Everything's just going horrible in San Francisco. But in all actuality, man, we're just growing together. We got to lose together, man, before we can win together.
Golden words.
All these guys, man. Yeah, and all these guys, they're all kids. They're growing up, man, and we're gonna grow up together, bro. And that's gonna be the thing for these other teams that they're bringing in all these people, and they're not really mended together. You know what I mean? With all these kids, they're all gonna grow up. They're all gonna, hey man, that's my brother right there. We've been playing for 4 years. After that 4-year point, these guys are gonna be unstoppable together, bro. You know what I mean? You got Solomon and Defoe next to each other. Those guys are gonna be unstoppable, bro.
That's it, man.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Got the Ferrari.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at this optimistic, bro. I like where our direction is going. We do see potential in the offense, for one. Without Hyde this year, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do, man. But Hyde's been stepping up. I like Goodwin's been getting up there, man. Everyone's been jumping up there to get them balls.
That's some great athleticism. I don't care about his height. I agree. He ain't going nowhere. We may be making deals next year, but Goodwin stays. He'll be in the program for the next 2 years easily.
He needs to stay, man. We need to keep him. I was hoping we didn't get rid of Curley, you know what I mean? But we did, and I think Curley would be helping us a lot right now, bro.
You're right. Curley has not missed but a few passes on the whole year. He went one time, he was like 14 for 14. Can you imagine that? He hadn't missed a pass in 3 or 4 games.
And as a slot receiver, you're going to get hit regardless, bro. You know what I mean? You're going to get hit when you got that ball, and Curley wasn't afraid of that, man. He was just taking shots and standing up, and I like that. I like that him. But you know what? He's not there no more. He's a Jet. We got
Trent Taylor.
We got our Trent Taylor. We got Trent Taylor there. And I think a lot of that game happened yesterday was the momentum of the drop punt. Man.
Yeah, that was my mark spot too. That was the point of no return. Yeah, I agree. Damn it.
I don't think it deflated us. I think it empowered Dallas.
Exactly.
Made them a little better than they actually are, And I got to give it up for Dak. Dak that guy's a competitor, bro. You know what I mean? You got to beat that guy all the way to the end of the game, bro. And
he is.
I usually don't give props to the Dallas or to the Seahawks.
I know
I got to give it
on the down low, But you know what? 49 fans, we can do that. Because you know what? We're not so bad that we're so delusional that we think that we're better than everybody else all the time. Right now, we're not.
Not at all.
And you can give props to Dak. I got caught saying something good about Russell Wilson a couple of weeks ago. So, it's okay for now. We go beat these people up soon,
Oh, for sure. You know what I mean? And hats off to the Rams, you know what I mean? They're going to take the division this year, you know what I mean?
It's true, ain't it?
If they do, bro, I hope they go to the damn Super Bowl, bro.
Because then we can feel better about it. Because you know what? The balance of power has shifted. Joe, you're right, man. It's about the Rams going up. The 49ers need to get off this clown ride we're riding. And Arizona's definitely got to rebuild. They got to start rebuilding now. It's over. They should start rebuilding at the beginning of the season right along with everybody else that's rebuilding.
I think Arizona looks worse than us.
I really do at this point now. And also they got some young pieces. They got them wide receivers. They got some other people on defense. But also, and the window is closed. They got about that much light in that window in Seattle, man. They got guys, all that defense that they paid all the money for, those guys are falling one at a time. They're down to Michael Bennett and substitutes. All right. So I'm saying it's shifted, man. So
it's all gonna turn, man. You know, Tony Dungy's right. You know, he sees it for what it is. You know what I mean? He has no reason to just say, hey, the Niners are gonna turn. You know what I mean?
No, it's easy.
So I have faith in us, bro. We're gonna do it, man. It's gonna take a little bit of time. You know, I was hoping it would be a little faster.
Yeah, I know all of us were, man, because we're tired of losing.
It is what it is, bro.
Joe, we got to cut it out, man. I'm going to give you 3, 2, 1, man. I'm going to put you out of Levi's Stadium. We just got through winning the game. It's going to take us to the NFC Championship game. 3, 2, 1.
Niners!
And he's got a good voice, so that boy can sing, man. That's a little 49, man. You got to get his shirt, too, Joe.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Joe. And Raymond. See y'all online, and you know this. All right, listen, I'm going to do it right now. I don't care about reality or all that other stuff. All I know is 49ers, for me, should win every week. I'm going to say it. It's going to be a big upset in Week 8. The 49ers haven't won a game all season. Take on the 6-1 Eagles that are flying high, looking toward going to the playoffs and possibly a Super Bowl berth. The 49ers upset them. 24, 49ers, 17, Eagles. We walk out Philly, say, oh yeah, we ready to roll. We can beat the Eagles. We can beat anybody. Let's go. It would be such a morale boost if they could just do that. I've already got myself pumped up in this game now, man. It's an early game for us on the West Coast. East Coast time is, it's afternoon for them. I'll be up in your face at your place. We're going to watch this win together. The upset game of the week. Yeah, I said it. I say it with no shame whatsoever. And afterward, I'll set up shop so we can get together for the post-game show. And we'll either celebrate or we'll be complaining. But we'll be doing it together, fam. Keep care of each other during this time, all right? Because it's going to be all right. Tell you, I know it is. All right? Now, you're going to need the Ronbo Sports app in order to show you how to join the show. All the instructions are in there. And I'll tell you right now, I love it when people zoom in, fam. Zoom, I want to, give me a record amount of zoom ins this Sunday, okay? I'll be looking for that. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you also need the app. All the instructions are there for that. Monday night, we've changed. We're doing Facebook Live. Now, listen, I heard your complaints, not a complaints, but I heard you're telling us that Facebook sometimes can be a little inconvenient for you. Okay, simultaneous broadcast. If you want to join in the fun on Facebook, come on in. And if you want to just listen, you can also do it on the app. It's not a problem. All right? Fam, it's going to be a wonderful weekend. I'm telling you right now. Looking forward to it. Please, I'll see you on all social media. Ronbo Sports, name never changes. Hit like, please. Share and subscribe. Bring on the weekend. Count me down.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never get my secrets.